Hey, Pajama Gramma, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here with another chronic painkillers prescription. I recently heard the expression or the saying, or I was quoted, and I believe it was Tony Robbins that said it, the quality of our life is determined by the quality of our emotions. And that got me to thinking, is that true for me? And as much as I may or may not want to admit it, it's absolutely true for me. And I suspect if Tony Robbins said it, it's true for all of us and millions of people, because he's worked with millions of people over the years. Absolutely millions of people. I kind of grew up with Tony Robbins. I discovered him when I first became ill, chronically ill, and experiencing chronic pain. I actually think I discovered him on a late night infomercial, believe it or not, back in the 80s. I think it was still the 80s. Yes, it was the 1980s when he first got started on infomercials, doing his thing and helping people to personally develop and overcome obstacles and fears and phobias and all kinds of things. But one of the things he recently said in a recording I was listening to is the quality of our life, and I'm sure he said it back then and I've read it in his books, but it didn't get through to me. I didn't understand it because I didn't want to hear it until then. But the quality of our life is determined by the quality of our emotions. So I started asking myself, well, what kind of emotions am I feeling on a regular basis? And are those the emotions I want to feel? Do I want to feel stressed out, worried, scared, wondering, how long am I going to hurt? Do I want to be feeling that way? Because those emotions were, and asking myself those questions were making me feel worse. They were making my experience with chronic pain much more intense and worse than it had to be. But when I'm happy or upbeat or optimistic or curious or grateful, those things make my life better because my pain feels less intense. So I guess it's true for me too. The quality of my emotions determine the quality of my life. So now I choose better emotions. I choose to feel awesome. Even if I wake up and I'm miserable because I can barely get out of bed, I choose to have an awesome day. I'm going to feel fantastic today. I'm getting a cold. I feel like crap, but I'm going to feel awesome and fantastic today because I know that if I choose those emotions, if I choose to be optimistic and curious and excited about my day, it is going to totally impact the quality of my day and the quality of this day, and tomorrow and the next day and the next day determines the quality of my life. So the quality of my emotions does, in fact, determine the quality of my life. So what kind of emotions are you choosing to feel on a daily basis? Because guess what? No matter what's going on in our life, no matter how bad we hurt, no matter how horrible and excruciating the pain is, I still get to choose how I'm going to react to that. I get to choose how I'm going to feel about that and what emotions I'm going to allow into my life with respect to that situation. So just pay attention today. Today's prescription is just to notice what type of emotions you're having and feeling with respect to your chronic pain. I know a lot of times I get angry and frustrated and annoyed and exacerbated and a whole bunch of other words and things and feelings about not being able to do something. And the more I think about and the more I get upset about not being able to do something or something really hurting, the more it hurts and the less I can do what it is that I want to do. But I find if I switch that and I start thinking about, okay, yep, this hurts, but what can I do? And I start to feel a little bit better and a little bit better. As I'm feeling better, all of a sudden I can move better. And pretty soon I can do what it was that I was struggling with in the first place because I'm allowing myself to choose better emotions. So just notice what kind of emotions and what kind of feelings you're having and see and ask yourself, how is this maybe affecting my experience with chronic pain? And could I possibly feel a different way about it? Could I look at it from a different way? Can I focus on what I can do instead of what I can't do? So that's it. Let's all change the quality of our life by changing the quality of our emotions today. And I will see you again soon with another chronic painkillers prescription.